Why are certain men like magnets when it comes to women? What's the key to your charm, charisma, and pull that others can't seem to resist? Is there a formula you can follow to become that man? Gentlemen, the answer is that there are tried and true methods that will instantly increase your attractiveness to women. Playing the appropriate cards, making the right moves, and sticking to the right boxes are crucial. Are you curious about what these techniques aren't? Some of them are even in Ernie's possession without his knowledge. Chapter 1. You have well-groomed facial hair. However, take into consideration this man, who hasn't shaved in weeks. His facial hair is disheveled and unruly, giving the impression that he has neglected other areas of his life as well. It's not a very appealing sight. Now, picture another man who also has facial hair, but there is a noticeable difference. Despite being thick, his beard is well-groomed, well-fitting, and enhances his jawline. The picture is remarkably distinct. That's attractive and appealing. There's a reason why the healthy look is frequently linked to attraction and magnetic power. It's not just about appearances. The beard symbolizes maturity, strength, and value as a man. This man, you feel, takes care of himself, has self-respect and self-discipline, understands the importance of presentation, values himself, and recognizes that how he presents himself to the world is a reflection of who he is. Women are naturally drawn to these characteristics because they symbolize security and protection. However, a rugged beard is maintained. It is not unkempt. Rather, it is controlled. Keeping a well-groomed beard involves more than just not shaving. It involves regular trimming and conditioning an ideal stubble. This length of beard, which is generally appealing and has been favored by women across cultures, requires optimal growth in 5 to 10 days. It gives the face structure and an appearance that is universally masculine and attractive. Therefore, it's crucial to regularly groom and maintain that beard. Chapter 2. You possess excellent body language. When you enter a room full of people, what do they notice right away? Your attire and haircut? No, gentlemen. Your body language is what they notice most of all. Great body language is more than just standing tall and not slouching. It's radiating that confidence, that beard, that assurance that something happened. Your first impression is formed by the way you carry yourself, walk, and hold yourself, and trust me, that impression sticks. Your action essentially amounts to controls a message without saying a word. It's about demanding respect without actually asking for it. Let's utilize our imagination once more. Which of the two men entering the room do you respect more? One walks in with his shoulders slumped, his eyes downcast, taking up as little space as possible as he withdraws into himself. The other walks through with his chin squared, sending eyes forward, owning his space. Let's talk about posture. Maintaining proper posture not only benefits your physical health but also your mental health. When you stand tall and proudly display your chest and shoulders, you are telling the world and yourself that you are strong and self-assured, which in turn increases your confidence and self-esteem. It's as if confidence promotes proper posture and confidence. Watching these videos, even though I know you're one of those losers who think they already know everything, demonstrates that you have the willpower to start improving. All you need is a path. Even if you've only watched one video on this channel, you clicked on it. I've included 10 modules that you can view as ladders. Each ladder or module will precisely walk you through the process of reaching and breeze and getting to the top. I've literally laid the groundwork for you to become peak attractive, wealthy, and of high social status through advanced testosterone optimization, getting women to master the game of exchanging value for real money-making methods, and much more. You don't lack motivation. You just lack knowledge and trust in the path you're taking. Alternatively, you can click the link in the description below to start your never-ending cycle of taking paths that lead nowhere. Chapter 3. Subtle confidence. You must always keep in mind that confidence is the key component that sets you apart from other ladies. Muscularity is self-assured, not the boisterous show-off type, but rather a man who is self-aware and exudes calm, steady I adore. Remember that confidence does not equate to arrogance. Please don't cross the thin line between the man, because you'll go from being someone I enjoy talking to someone I never want to talk to again. Arrogance is the opposite of confidence. It's the belief that you're a better woman than others. Dig the former, not the latter. You see, when you're confident, your actions, words, and attitudes speak for you. In fact, buddy, the talk is far more appealing than any physical strength. You don't even need to yell or appear tough to convey your strength, assurance, or elaborate story. Here's a little secret. Your speech conveys a lot about your confidence. For example, if you say something nice to a woman without looking her in the eyes, it doesn't really show that you are confident. Try it again, but this time, look where the eyes are and slightly lower your voice to notice the difference. Section 4. You are chivalrous. Some say it's antiquated, while others affirm it. However, the truth is that chivalry is true. Essence is a demonstration of two. And let me tell flexible women love respect. Respect. Human beings love and in fact, they all crave respect. Don't twist us into some fancy idea of rescuing damsels in it. It's not what we're talking now. Distress is all abacare and consideration, chivalry, and yes, respect. It's not considering women weak. It's treating them with egalitarianism and kindness. Let me break it down for you. Walking on the outer side of the sidewalk when you're with a woman, chivalrous, offering her jacket, which is called chivalrous. Walking her home with her comfort in mind, of course, that chivalrous too. Being nice to kids or pets when she's around. You're driven ovations, but why does any of that matter? Because when you display this kind of stuff, you're creating an atmosphere of trust. Women feel safe around you. They know that they can rely on you, and believe me, there is nothing more attractive than a man who can provide a sense of security, not just financial or anything, but emotional security as well. You're showing her that you're not just a man who can take care of himself, but also those around them. Chapter 5. You can flirt well now. Many of your hotshot friends probably think you've got it down, but there's a narrow line between flirting well and finding yourself in the friend or, worse, creep zone. Let's start with the fundamentals. The cornerstones of flirting are making eye contact and smiling. They're universal, quite easy to use, and highly successful. But let's not stop with the fundamentals. Let's get started. Advanced up in here. What works on one woman will probably not work on every woman, and it certainly might not work on the next. But there is one universal trait that every woman appreciates, some to varying degrees. Obviously, some are more goofy than others, but that's humor. Humor, gentlemen, is your secret weapon. It is the one thing that can make you stand out in the sea of men trying to win her over. Even with serious women, they will crack a joke every once in a while, I promise. But you know, humor is subjective. What's funny to you might not be so funny to her. So pay attention to her body language and her verbal response. If she's laughing, if she's engaging, then you're on the right track. If she's not, well, then it's time to switch tactics now. Let's talk about pickup lines. They're overused, they suck, they're cliche, and let's be real, they don't work. They just don't. I don't know if you've ever tried a pickup line. It gets laughed at instead of relying on some overused line. Focus on being genuine. Start with a smile. Engage in conversation and keep it light and fun. But don't forget to monitor the conversation. It was getting stale or creeping into the creep zone. It's time to go off course because flirting requires social skills and awareness of how things are going. Yes, or even more simply, by having social awareness. Well, there you have it, boys. In Chapter 6, we'll talk about maintaining oneself. It's important to remember that no woman wants a man who is unable to take care of himself. A man who makes the effort to maintain himself conveys his character by demonstrating his respect for himself, his appreciation of his appearance, and his understanding of the value of personal hygiene. It is not only about looking good. Maintaining good hygiene may also make you smell wonderful. How can she trust you to take care of anything else if you can't even keep yourself clean and presentable? Yes, you're right. Not smelling awful could be the reason you're failing miserably. Don't be the man who dresses well but neglects to take a shower. Your great clothing and pricey cologne will be wasted if you consistently stink. Instead, wear deodorant and practice proper oral hygiene. Oh, and when it comes to your appearance, keep it classy and avoid going overboard with bright colors like you're a tropical parrot. You're not here to attract attention from everyone in a desperate way. Rather, you should feel confident in yourself and project that confidence. However, if you're serious about learning what it is about being the man that women can't resist that truly makes a woman feel attracted to you, then pay attention, brother, to Chapter 1 on self-reliance. Take a mirror and look intently into it. What do you see? A man who needs to consult 6 buddies to decide what to eat for dinner? No, that doesn't look appetizing. Manu Cain's ability to stand on his own 2 feet, make his own decisions, and take care of himself attracts women. Being a people pleaser and a mama's boy won't get you anywhere. Self-reliance is the ability to support oneself not only financially but also emotionally and mentally. If you think your mother wants to watch you all the time, think again. If you're not there yet, grow up. Chapter 2. Having a sense of humor. If you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, I bet you can guess. Well, you're not attractive. You may think that Siri's enigmatic and brooding appearance makes you mysterious and attractive, but the harsh reality is that women prefer men who can make them laugh rather than those who depress them with constant seriousness. Now, I'm not saying that you should start a stand-up comedy act or make people laugh with dumb dad jokes. Genuine humor, a humorous attitude, and the capacity to laugh at oneself are all signs of humanity. They don't imply being less manly or serious. In fact, forced laughter is far worse than spontaneous laughter. A well-timed joke or amusing story shared with her makes you relevant and personable. And guess what? That's a turn on Chapter 3, respect and integrity. It's natural chemistry for you to be interested in what she has to say, what she believes, and who she is. Many guys share this connection. If any of these 5 things seem entirely foreign to you, disregard them without any justification at all. As I mentioned before, you need to look in the mirror and engage in some serious introspection because you need to change.